This is Pendle here from Sound Dust. That was a little bit unexpected.
Sorry.
No, it's good. No, Pendle here from Sound Dust. I've just shushed Mikey Rowe, which is the worst thing you can do. Hello, I'm here to show off the new amazing Sound Dust instrument. This is a heckily sampled, authentic tone wheel organ. I can't mention its real name for fear of lawsuits. And it's the property of the very wonderful Mikey Rowe, who is the most... No, he's not. He's an amazing keyboard player who has played with absolutely everyone in the whole world. Obviously not literally, but he's played with everyone from Mick Jagger to Oasis to members of Pink Floyd, etc. And this is his actual Hammond organ that we've sampled actually for him to use. It's already been used on new Noel Gallagher record and various... Mikey, just speak.
Well, yeah. The problem with Hammond, I can't say Hammond. Yes, I can. The problem with Hammond simulators is they don't tend to sound that realistic. So I met Pendle, and been a fan of his products before, and we got chatting, and I wanted to know if he could somehow, with his magic, make a Hammond that I could take in my laptop and use on sessions, because not everyone has a real Hammond or difficult getting down to my studio, etc. So we painfully sampled my 1959 B3 in my studio.
Very painfully.
Very painful. It took ages, God. And we've come up with this, which is the closest thing I've played to the real thing.
And also, not only is it really close to the real thing, in true Sound Dust fashion, it also is kind of way, way beyond what the real thing can do. So not only do we have a completely or as authentic sounding Hammond as we possibly can get, it also does this kind of crazy stuff as well, because it's per drawbar. It's got all the controls you'd expect of the whole thing. So we've got panning, volume envelope, vibrato. We've also got a page of saturation, so you can saturate per drawbar, and tremolo per drawbar. So it opens up a whole new world of stuff that can sound like a Hammond and completely unlike a Hammond as well, which just, that's the joy for me of kind of doing these instruments, is doing the real thing and then taking it a bit further. So, Mikey, rather than me rambling on,
Okay.
Mikey's just going to play, I think.
Okay, so let's start with sort of a classic Hammond sound, which is the first three drawbars on the left, percussion off. It's quite a nice pastoral. There's a bit of vibrato there on it, I think. Yeah, it's nice. The Leslie's off here. I use this setting quite a bit. Sounds great. If we now go to the another setting I use quite a bit is just the third drawbar all the way out, no percussion.
There you go. I would say that I'm being Mikey's drawbar bitch at the moment. Normally you can actually set it up so that right click and you can automate absolutely everything. So you don't normally have to have me doing everything for you. Although, if the money's right, I'm happy to do it.
That's a nice little piccolo sound. And then maybe let's just try put some of your Glyndebourne reverb on it, and maybe just introduce a little bit of percussion and then slowly get rid of the drawbar, which is something that... Second one off and take the third one way back. Way back. Yeah. Put a big...
Drawbars, the percussion is also, you can adjust the octave, which you can't do on a Hammond, an organ. And you can adjust the decay. may also hear some key off as well, which is here, which has got volume and decay. Should I bring in some more drawbars, Mike?
Yeah.
What do you want?
Bring in the left ones, slowly bring the left ones out.
Really lovely kind of chocolatey bottom on the
Thank you very much.
matron. Here's another one.
We take the percussion down a little bit so it's a bit smoother.
You can get this ultra mad wide sound by panning them in different places. And then you've also got the vibrato depth per drawbar. You've got the usual vibrato 1, 2 and 3 settings. The speed is kind of hardwired to be 7 hertz, which is the normal vibrato speed of a Hammond, of an organ. But we can also mess with that as well. I will now make a right mess of it. Let's take some blind board down. See what I mean? We can do crazy boards of Canada-ness. But we'll go back to the real world. And we've got a system here as well where you can control all of the drawbar, all of the controls in one go. As long as the label is highlit, it means the first one will control everything. Go. Which saves an awful lot of time. If it's not, it doesn't. And also, it's just everything slaves to the first one, so you can control these individually. But that's a very quick way of doing that. And also, this button here resets you to the fairly kind of default system. Okay, let me show you some other pages. Saturation turns on and off here. Got control of bass and tone for really gnarly 70s organy stuff. That's the amount. So you can, like I say, you can add stuff that a Hammond wouldn't do, possibly for good reason. And a blue light usually means a kind of chaotic thing, so it'll give you kind of random possibilities. So you're never quite sure what you're going to come up with. That kind of thing, and then turn them all off again. Tremolo, depth. So you can have different tremolos on different, and the fade-in depth is how long it takes. And there's chaos as well for that. So over here, evil distortion, which is used a lot. Reverb impulses. Let's change some of these. Let's go for a spring. That's quite a short one. Mikey, hey, you're just enjoying yourself playing now, aren't you?
I am.
Quick, give me more suggestions of your sounds.
Okay, go to let's go to start bringing in the. I'll play something low.
Yeah.
Start bringing in the higher one, just a little bit, not full way out. Sort of
Okay.
couple,
Do
and
we
then
wanna
move your way back from the right to the left,
Okay.
and slowly get rid of the ones on the left as well. So it's a very generic sort of first 3 drawbars, bringing the top ones out, getting a little bit more harmonics.
but you get happy accidents as well. But of course, you can go back again, back to where we were. Too much reverb.
That's the starting point.
Right, now, what we haven't mentioned so far is the Leslie. Now, one of the tricky things about recording a Hammond is the bloomin' Leslie, because if you record it with it on, then it will never sync up again. So we've got the built-in Kontakt Leslie, which...
That's Leslie slow. I'll put it on to Leslie fast.
We've got control of how far the cabinet is away and the balance between the treble and the bass speakers. And it adds that thing that you would expect. So that's the Leslie that comes with Kontakt. Mikey's got some more words he wants to add to this.
Yes, there is an alternative to the Leslie that we've stumbled across. It's a plug-in by, is it Melder Productions, Melder Audio?
Melder Audio.
Melder Audio. And it's different than the Kontakt one. It's for me slightly closer to my real thing in the studio. Perhaps we should put it on and hear it.
Yeah, and the reason we are showing it to you is because we've got a deal with Melder as well, so that you can actually, if you do buy the Hammr, then you can get £10 or €10 off the price of the vintage organ, vintage rotary. Sorry, I'll put it on now.
Okay.
Should be on.
I'll put it on fast.
Turn it off again, and here's the Kontakt one. They're pretty similar, but they do have a slightly different quality, which if you're Mikey and you do want your instrument you already own, then it's a kind of add-on which might be worth adding to you. But you know, we can get €10 off. Thank you to the very lovely Wojciech at Melder Audio. What shall we do next, Mikey?
I don't know. Let's have a go.
Have we done enough?
I think we've probably done enough on this one, haven't we?
Yes. Quickly, what I haven't shown you, 69 different reverb convolutions here, which are all made in various places by myself. We've got some cabinets as well, so you can actually re-cabinet the thing as well. And down here, we've got some mastering EQ as well. And over here, we've got the kind of morphing EQ, which is a very quick way, down and dirty, just finding an entirely new sound possibilities. That's about it. The instrument comes with quite a lot of presets, which we're in the process of making at the moment. Try dub plate, for instance. So, you know, we can go beyond the usual Hammondy thing into whole. Particularly growly one. So we've got lots of presets with there'll be the generic expected kind of Hammond kind of settings, drawbar settings, plus a load of kind of crazy stuff as well. Thank you very much for watching this far. Mikey, you've been fantastic. Says he patronisingly.
Yeah, no, not patronising at all. None taken, Pendle.
There will be another video for the growler. The Hammr Suite comes in 2 parts, well, 3 parts, including the free one. The Hammr Plus, which is this one, which is the drawbar version, and then the growler, which is the evilest, bestest, full-on sound you've ever heard.
The growler's fantastic. I've used it a lot on some records already. It's just a filthy, very overdriven, valve overdriven, distorted Leslie, recorded in my studio at great lengths to make it sound incredibly believable.
But it's not as adaptable as the Hammr. There's the Hammr Plus. This is this thing. Anyways, thank you very much for listening as far. We will leave it at that.
Thank you.
Good night. Goodbye.